If you're relatively new to the world of photography and perhaps have an entry-level DSLR like this one right here, which is the Nikon D3400, and you're interested to learn more about street photography, stay tuned. This video is for you. This is an impromptu video. Now I'm in great downtown Indianapolis on an awesome, gorgeous day. It's in the mid to upper 70s and the sun's starting to set. And as you can see behind me, this is downtown Indianapolis. Now, I was down here for other purposes, but I just happen to have my camera equipment with me. What do I have with me? Well, I have this entry-level Nikon D3400, which I've done a bunch of videos on, and a lot of the subscribers seem to really enjoy it. Now, why do I focus on this camera? Because I want you to understand that if you're new to photography, it's not the expensive equipment that makes for a great image. It's you as a photographer and your ability to manipulate the camera regardless of what it costs, because that's what makes this awesome resulting image. So always remember that. Now, I also have my Nikon D7000. I have a handful of lenses with me. This one right here happens to be the kit lens. Now, it might be kind of loud here and tough to hear me. And what I want you to understand and what's going on is this. So downtown's right here, and you might see in the video this tower sticking up. That is the central part to downtown Indianapolis. And if you've ever been here, it's commonly referred to as the Circle. Well, what's going on there? What's interesting is when I went by for other reasons again, I saw that there's a big motorcycle rally going on. And I'm thinking this is gonna make for some great, interesting street photography. There should be a lot of things to shoot down here. Now, if you really haven't done street photography in the past or you don't know what it is, basically it's impromptu photography. It's basically where you're taking candid shots. They're not posing for images. That's what it's all about. And I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna see if we can grab some of that. I'm gonna also see if we can get some really cool, awesome motorcycle type photos, because that's what's down here. So I thought I'd invite you along. Let's jump on in and make it happen. As we get underway, it's going to be loud because this is a motorcycle rally. So I'm not so certain how well the audio nor the video will be, but I really wanted to bring you along for this because I think it's going to be kind of fun, and really that's what photography is all about. So always keep that in mind. We're out to have fun, right? Take some creative shots and have a good time. Now, I'm going to go into aperture priority. I'm going to dial my ISO way down, and I'm going to try to get the best shot I can with that. I'm not overly concerned about the shutter speed at this point because there's really no action. People aren't moving, although some might be, but we'll see what it's all about. So just know as we get started, ISO 100, aperture priority, and I'm going to play with that aperture just a little bit as to whether or not I want some blurred background or I want to bring it into focus. And I'm going to shoot some with the Nikon D3400. I'm going to also shoot with the Nikon D7000 that I have. I'm going to use my fixed 50. I'm going to use that kit lens, the 18-55, and I also have an 18-200. So with all that said, let's go ahead, jump right in, have some fun, and make this happen. I hope you enjoyed coming along for that quick kind of photo impromptu shoot slash video. It was a lot of fun. However, I had one problem, and that is this. No battery inside my D7000. I must have left home without it. So I took all of those shots with the Nikon D3400, and I did shoot everything in aperture priority. Now, as you can tell, it's getting dark outside, and when it gets dark, it makes it tough to try and manage the shutter speed, because keep in mind, you want to stay at least 1/60th of a second or faster, and you want to dial that ISO down so you get the best quality image. Now, I started off at 100 and then bumped to 2, and you can see through some of these images, I don't know where I ended up, maybe 800 or 1200, I don't know, somewhere in that range. But those images are still manageable in my opinion. So I hope this video has inspired you to go out and do some of the same. Just keep in mind that street photography is all about impromptu. It's catching someone in their native stance and in their native images and not having them pose. And people, for the most part, are fine with that. If anyone ever catches you, just tell them, hey, I find something fascinating here, and I'm a street photographer, and I just want to take the image if that's okay. But more often than not, people don't mind. And you can capture some really awesome images. So I hope this has inspired you. Get out there and try it. Do some of the same. If this video has helped you out, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Now don't forget, my next video, I am going to come out with my Lightroom tutorial, and I'm going to show you some of the techniques that I did to enhance perhaps some of these images right here, or maybe some other images, so stay tuned. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. It's called Real World. More often than not, I post videos about photography and technology, but you never know. So until the next video, take care of yourself and be safe.